Alright, guys, I want to make this last video today to explain to my audience on how I got scammed while doing art of kindness. Yeah, actually, nothing you want to do in this world that wouldn't have a challenge. Whatever you really want to do, you must be ready for some unpredictable moments. Yeah, certainly. You will have to be ready and be prepared for some of the unpredictable moments that are going to, unfold. All right, let me check on this, see how it goes. All right, let me begin already. I really want to talk on this particular thing that I encounter in why trying to be kind, because I do always admire how I can really do a little contribution to the community, to the public. Whatever I can do to make someone happy have always been my desire right from time. Whenever I pass by is someone that is going through a lot, there is this compassion that I do feel within deep inside of me that really want me to, whatever I can do. I really just want to be there for the person to see the little I can do to assist the person. I've had this mindset right from time. Oftentimes it interests my heart whenever I find someone or when I go by someone and the person is in the, you know, maybe handicapped, passing through some unprecedented condition. It does bring weakness to my mind. And this always has been my ambition that whenever God can help me to be in that state to assist someone, I will always put myself there to see the least I can do to give out a happy hand. I also know that you don't really have to have the whole world before you can be of help to anyone. No, you really do not have to have everything before you can support anyone that is in need. And that is why I've always been praying, I want to have this before I can help someone, I want to have this. But at some point, I realized that no, if I am going to be waiting to have everything I need before I can assist someone, before I can really, be of financial help to anyone, I might be waiting forever. So I just have to start off something. I need to start with somewhere. I know I don't have much to offer whenever I do a little act of kindness, but it comes from the heart that is really in for it. Because you need to have the heart first before you might kind of want to be, you know, giving the thing that you think you need to have before you do it. It's the heart that matters. God sees the heart that gives, not in the abundance of what to give. So that is the reason why I start this channel, and I also start doing something both on social experiment and being caused out of kindness, trying to see how many people are really keen to help someone that is sick, that is incapacitated, someone that is really in need of help, regardless of what the situation might be. It might really, it might be that the person got involved in one or two circumstances that brought the person to the state that the person is now. Because I know that people make mistakes. If we are going to begin to count on people errors or mistakes that brought them to the level where they are, we will not have a better world. We will not have a better world. And for that reason, we have to, start being in a situation whereby we overlook the situation of what transpired to the state the person has been, and we start working for a solution. Yeah, we start looking for a solution. When you are going to help someone that is in need or someone that is in difficulty, first and foremost, you have to, be in the person's shoe first. Put yourself in the position of that person, and eventually count intense with the reason why the person is that way. Put yourself in the person's shoe. I know a lot of us might say, no, I cannot be in this person's shoe. Yes, but sometimes life is unpredictable. You are not in that shoe. It's not because you cannot be. It's just because the situation has not presented itself, or I will say it's because you are privileged not to be, not because it cannot happen to you. Anything could happen to any man. So, with that being said, my major point is how I got scammed while trying to do acts of kindness. This was really a challenge that I encountered, and I was really scammed. How do I know that I was scammed? Because I know anything you want to do must come with a challenge. All right? Yeah, that is true. Whatever you want to do in life, it must come with one or two challenge. Believe it or leave it. There is nothing that comes with a road of rosary. Never. It must come with one or two ups and downs. And it's your ability to navigate your options from where you are. That is what matters. And think that is what I also consider to be a responsibility, because when you are maturely responsible, you don't stay in a certain situation and begin to wallow yourself in pain because of what have happened. So you just learn from what happened and set your mind high. Learn from it, set your mind high, so that whenever you get to that same position again, you will know what you must do. All right. So that is the situation. And having that being said, how I got scammed while trying to be kind, or while trying to do out of kindness. On this particular fateful day, I saw someone that was by the supermarket, and he was in need of arms. Yeah, he was in need of arms because he was standing at the supermarket asking people for help, and I was moved. Though I don't have much, but the little I have, I also have to, render. So I asked him, in what way can I be of help? He said, anything that I can do. He's hungry. He needs to buy some food stores that he has not eaten. Just having a chit chat on. He began to explain where he comes from. He came from some Western European country, Romania, I think, so if I'm not mistaken. That he came from Romania, and also he's been here for long, and the person is an indigene of the country that I am in. But his language was so clear and pure. But that was my number one curiosity. I was really curious to, and then intended to ask, if you said you are from this is a country, how come your language, is so polished, and the way you speak the language, I believe even someone that has been here for a long time will still manage the tone. You still see the difference little tone different in it. So for that reason, I was tempted to ask, and I asked him, how come that your language is so clear? Then he said that okay, he's been here for a long time. I said, well, that is fine. So then we begin to have chit chat. He explained some medical condition he was facing. He's you know having some stomach upset all the time. They have gone to hospital, but really there is no money to the doctor have, of which I also know in this country, no matter how the condition is, if you can find your way in a government hospital, they are going to take care of you. Yeah, for sure. They will certainly take care of you. But he explained that he have gone to hospital and some medical condition he had. A lot of things have happened. He have not been able to recover from it. That is why he is on the street. You understand? Yeah. That is why he's on the street. I said, okay, fine and good. Though I don't have much to offer you, I can offer a little assist. So I asked him to wait for me while I rushed back to the store and picked something. So I went to my place of work, I picked something, then I went back again to meet him. And when I got there, he said, okay, I said to him that let's go to the supermarket and buy something. What you need to eat. Just whatever you need in the supermarket. Just go there, pick anything out. By God grace, I will pay for it. I don't think about the price of the item that you want to buy. Just pick what you like, what you want to eat, what we serve you for today, tomorrow, and let's see what we can do. So he went to the supermarket. Let's say we went together to the supermarket to find something to buy. Yeah, we went to the supermarket to find something. Then he picked some valuable items, some foodstuffs, things that he would like to eat and also taking for the next, I think, 1 or 2 days. So we went, he picked those things, went to the counter and paid for it. After then, he came outside the supermarket. He said that he would like to ask me for something again. I said, okay, fine, what could I be? He said that he is not living in this state. He's not staying in this state that I am in, which is I am in this state, and he came from another state, another region. Came from that region to this particular state to buy, I mean, to look for arms. That he would need to return back to where he came from. I said, okay, and on that, I was having a doubt from the beginning when he said he came from other states. Though I said, well, I have already started. I cannot quit now. You get it? I've already started, so I cannot quit now. I have to see what I can do. So he said he will need to buy a ticket, a train ticket, and go back to the state that he comes from. I said, fine and good, but I don't have a cash with me now. He said, no, if there's anything that I can use to buy the ticket for him, that would be fine. I said, okay. So I said he should wait for me. Let me go and take something from the store. So I went back again and take some what I can use to buy tickets. So I returned back after some minutes. So the first time he saw me, he said he thought that I wouldn't come back again. I said, why not? I will certainly come back. If I say that I'll come back, I'll come back unless something came up. So later on, he said, okay, please, he would like to buy something for the shoe because the shoe was almost at fault. The shoe that he won wasn't really in a good shape. I said, okay, what do you want to do? You say you want to buy some gum, super glue, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, super glue. So you want to buy five. If I have that copy of that same super glue here, I will have shown you on this live video. And yeah, so this is exactly what he said he wants to go and buy to solder around the shoe so that the shoe can serve him for some time. I said, why not just, let's find a new shoe for you. He said, no, 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 he doesn't need a new shoe. This particular shoe is okay for him. That all what he needs is to, find the super glue and use it to tie it up. I said, okay, fine. We went back to the supermarket again. Then we bought the super glue. Then we head down to the train station. Then on our way to the train station, we started having a chit chat about life, things. He started saying what he had been passing through for some time, the struggle of life, his family have abandoned him, no one really care about him, that the world is just really a cruel place. Nobody really care about anyone. Everybody are just on their own desire, on their own selfish desire. Everyone is just working for his own profit. I said, well, that is the struggle of life. That is certainly the struggle of life. We understand that everyone is really after his own profit, but you also have to blend in, not to be like them, but try to fight your own way out. And in doing that, let your mind be open to God. Because when God sees your heart, the way you are trying to transit into the world and also apply it and find something for your own self, God will also lend you a helping hand. But knowing you are not doing anything, so that's when he reminded me again. It's because of his health condition. He couldn't do anything. I said, well, I totally understand. All right, so we went to the train station to buy the ticket. So while we were at the train station buying the ticket, I will have said, let me show the video, the particular video on this live video, but I think that would be a story of next time when I go on live. So we went to the train station and he mentioned the state that he's going to. Although the money wasn't something that I budgeted, all right, I never budget you know, such an expensive or such an expenses. Yeah, it's an expenses. I never budgeted it, but hearing the story, I was moved. I was moved, to give the little I have in order to assist him and to support him. That was how I. That was how we bought the ticket for the state he said that he'll be going to. And while we were just buying the ticket, as soon as we finished buying the ticket, they there were two officers, two policemen that came, two if I call it two security of the station that came asking what is going on here. So the two policemen came and said, what is going on here? I said, no, there is really nothing more serious. And even he himself was more energetic, to ask them, what's the problem? Why are you here? I said, calm down. It's nothing to be agitated over. So it's just for you to understand that they have to do their job. Because seeing you and me standing and having some discussion and they are on duty, they need to have maybe some interaction just to find out if everything is fine. So it's normal that they are doing their duty. So the policeman asked me, is everything okay? I said, "Fine. Yes, everything is okay." So he was saying to me, thank you for the tickets. He is really in place for the thing I have done for him. I said, well, it's not me that did it for you, it's God who did it for you. So you have to know that God is the one in power. Just give your mind to God. Allow God to have His own ways in you, and every other things will be okay. He said he is. So after I hand over the ticket to him, then he requests for another thing again. That was when I begin to have a little worried. He asked if I could lend him, if I could give him another money. I said, wow. The first, it began at you need food. You don't have any food to eat. You came to this city to find someone, something, someone that anybody that can assist you. You need something to eat. You need some food stores and stuff like that. And which go ahead to get such item. And then after that, you request that you need to buy tickets. You are going to the other city to buy tickets, which that was also made available for. and now you need cash again from the same person that have managed, not that the person has it a lot, not that the person have it a lot. So the person does not really have it a lot. All right, guys, just a moment. Any character in any movie or TV show you want to be? Answer will appear as chat message. Okay, so I really don't. I say don't know what. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's continue on storyline. So I begin to have a little skeptical in my mind, saying, at first, you request for food, food store, things that you might want to eat because you don't have food to eat. Then that one got settled. Now you say that you didn't, as in you don't live in this city, you live in the other city. So therefore you need the money to buy ticket. That one was also sought out. And now it's cash you need again. What for actually? Because you have everything that you need now to get to your city. At least now you can also pray to God for God to make provision for the next time because I do not have much actually. It's the least I have I can offer. So along the line, I said, well, there's no problem. The change that was left from the ticket that we bought, I hand over the change to him. So we greeted and salute, and she head to the direction of the train. Then I head back to my base. Now here is the shocking part of this story because this person literally scammed me. Oh my word. The person literally he scammed me. That is the essence of this storyline. Though I wasn't that much paid because I know when you set your mind to do something, know that there is always going to be a pushback. Some activities that will kind of want to push your way out from the line that you are trying to draw because these have always been what I want to do. I always want to, by the grace of God, with the little that God gave to me, to assist anyone that is in need. I really want to see whatever I can do to help people, to assist, to give back to anyone that I felt that needed it the most. You get it? So that have always been my mindset and what I really love to do because it was gives me joy. So unfortunately, I got scammed in this first test session that I started doing this act of kindness. When I start engaging on it, I got scammed. So why I got scammed, I do not take it that much. I say okay, it is fine. I will work my way around it. And how do I know that I was scammed? This is how I got to find out. Because I believe that's always be one of the things that God placed around me that if anything happened around my space later on, even if I didn't know at that moment, there will come certainly come a time that everything will just be open for me to see and for me to know that this actually what transpired. So I believe it was a week later. I saw the same exactly person that scammed me. When I saw him, he was transformed. He looked a bit different. from the person from that very first time that I saw him. Why I offered the little assistance I had. He was transformed. He got cleaned up, of which I know that yes, that is the most needful things to do. He got cleaned up. He was looking more, more shiny, more okay compared to the previous time that I saw him. Though I never went to him to have some words with him. I was just looking from afar. I said, well, it's not the same person that I saw the other day. Because when I saw him, where actually do I, which location do I see? Because I later, I later saw the same person in none less than three occasions. This remember, this is the same person that said that he doesn't live in my city. He doesn't live in my city. This is the same person who says he doesn't live in my city. And within a space of 1 month, I saw him three times in three occasions. More than three occasions because the first time which we met was that very first time. After that very first time, I meet I met him again in, if I'm not mistaken, in three occasions. One was close to a church, a Catholic church. I also believe he also went there for money to ask for alms. Another time I saw him inside a train station. Another time I also saw him outside close to I think a supermarket or maybe just walking around the street. I saw him. I said, this is the same person who approached me a couple of weeks ago saying that he doesn't live in this city. How come that I keep seeing him often and often time? How can I keep seeing him often and often time? So I take it to myself and said, well, I might have got scammed by him because the only logical way to analyze this whole stuff is he actually live in this city and he actually is not going to the other city. That ticket which he made me to bought for him, he will certainly resell the ticket again. You understand? Certainly, he will resell the ticket again for someone else while he earn the cash out of the ticket.